Some of my favorite NES titles include the Double Dragon series and a few of the Kunio-Kun series of games, though I had no idea as a kid that they were actually all part of the same series. Games like River City Ransom, Renegade, and Nintendo World Cup were some of my favorites. Now there's a new collection combining 18 of these titles in the Double Dragon and Kunio-Kun Retro Brawler bundle now available. But is this one a banging Brawler bonanza, or should we just give it a quick spin kick? There's a total of 18 games in this collection, the 3 Double Dragon games for the NES and the rest involving the Kunio-Kun series. Now, a lot of these games have never made it to North America before, so being fully translated into English is actually really cool to see, and Arc Systems Work did a lot to put this bundle together, which I'm very appreciative of. While there is 18 titles in the bundle, they're not 18 unique titles, a few of which we get both the Japanese and North American versions of these games, though the Japanese versions are fully translated and it is a different story that takes place in all of the Japanese Kunio-Kun games, so it is a little bit different, but you're still playing through River City Ransom again, or playing through Renegade again. All of the games I was familiar with played exactly how I was expecting. In fact, they even have a slightly updated version for a lot of the games that you're able to play that fix some of the bugs, some of the flickering, and some of the lag slowdown that takes place in these classic titles. You can play the original version as well, so you have that authentic feel, but if you want maybe a slightly more accessible version, a slightly better playing version of the likes of Super Dodgeball, it's cool to see that they put that effort in to make these slight additions. I was actually pretty excited to get the chance to play a few of the titles I just had never gotten a chance to check out before since they only came out in Japan, such as the River City Ransom follow-up that takes place in feudal Japan. They're putting on like a feudal Japan play as the characters of River City Ransom. You also have the likes of the Kunio-Kun ice hockey game and Kunio-Kun street basketball game. The basketball game definitely takes some getting used to, but you're able to score some really high points with multiple baskets that are stacked up, as well as like many of the other Kunio-Kun games with it taking place in different locations around the world. The different courts and stages have different setups and the like. Another highlight was the follow-up to the Kunio-Kun soccer game, so a sequel basically to Nintendo World Cup that I had never gotten the chance to play. There's some interesting additions such as weather effects and just a lot more chaos going on, so if you were ever a fan of Nintendo World Cup and never have gotten a chance to play its follow-up, that is one of the cool parts of this collection. The games can be played both offline and online, as well as there are some options such as changing up the control scheme. I didn't really like the base controls, so thankfully you can change them up, as well as there is save stating, but there isn't a rewind feature or anything like that. It seems to be included. There are a few display options, settings, changing up the aspect ratio a little bit. You can make it full screen if that's something that you prefer, as well as you can also add or get rid of scan lines. This collection is well put together. The games included, it's great to have so many that had never seen the light of day over in North America being included and in full English. The thing is, some of them just haven't aged all that well, and unless you already have a lot of nostalgia for some of them, you may end up finding a few of the games just not really that fun to play. From the technical side of things though, I had no problems as far as glitching or crashing of any sort. The Double Dragon Kunio-Kun Retro Brawler bundle is available on the PlayStation 4 for $39.99. It does feature a Platinum trophy. The game is also available on the Nintendo Switch. Overall, I have a lot of nostalgia for these titles, and if you do as well, you're probably going to have a lot of fun with this bundle. However, if you aren't already a big fan of these games, it's going to be hard to really kind of win you over with the titles included here, especially if you aren't as familiar with retro games. Though there are plenty of more modern River City Ransom Kunio-Kun related games that have come out that are definitely fun to play, including the very enjoyable River City Girls. Even with the additions, the price tag may be a bit steep, and I don't blame people for waiting for a sale on this one. I still had a lot of fun. I already loved these games before. I love them still now. I'm going to be giving this collection on the PlayStation 4 an 8 out of 10. And that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.